My first impressions video, the Rolleicord V or 5. I think it's 5, but it says V, so we'll go with V. V sounds cooler. I have wanted a medium format for a long time. I have wanted a TLR for the majority of that time that I've wanted a medium format. For those of you who don't know, a TLR is a twin lens. Well, it's got two lenses. So one's for viewing through that you compose. So you look through the viewfinder here, and then that looks through this lens at the top, and then this lens down the bottom is the actual lens that takes the photo. That's what the film sees through and captures the image. So yeah, I've wanted a TLR for quite a while, but the main thing was I wasn't set on what format I wanted when I wanted a medium format. I didn't know if I wanted 6x6. I didn't know if I wanted 6x4.5, 6x7, and so on. But mostly I like the 6x6 format. I thought it was very unique, and I just really like the form factor of these. Like, it just looked like a fun camera to shoot. So after deliberating on and off for years, I finally decided on the Rolleicord. I was also looking at the Zeiss IcoFlex, I think it is, Zeissoflex. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I was looking at the Zeiss one, and it had a good write-up, but just it seemed like, from what I saw, it was a bit harder to get serviced. Parts weren't as available as the Rolleicord, or people didn't know it as familiar as the Rolleicord because of the Rolleiflex as well. And I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to get this. And I have put one roll of film through this, and my God, is it fun. I love shooting my F3, and I carry both the F3 and this at the same time, and I just kept reaching for this. Obviously, this because it's new to me and it's exciting, but there's something about just going through it, the way it feels mechanically. It's just an absolute treat. Like the focus throw on this is just really, really nice. It's fun using, like, I complained about it on my Olympus on the 35 UC, having the controls all off the lens, the shutter speed and the aperture. It's a bit clunky for use, but for this, it's not as clunky because it's like a waist level viewfinder. You're not pulling it up to your eye and adjusting as much. It's the same. I shouldn't complain about it, but here we are. I haven't got the film developed yet, so hopefully it's all good. There's no light leaks or no issues, with hopefully all the shutters operate properly, and the lens is all good. But the review from when I bought it said it was in good condition, and anyway, that's that. But I'd never loaded a medium format either, and so I took to YouTube's and had a look, and even loading it's pretty fun as well. Like, obviously that tactile feel, doing something that's analog is always more engaging and fun to do. But this is an experience alone. So it's got this little tab that you move off the side here, and then this lever comes down, and that opens the door. And then this is what I learned. So when I opened it, there was a spool here, and I was like, oh, okay, so you must put the film up the top and then roll it down the bottom, and that didn't make sense because you couldn't advance it anywhere. And then I looked at the video, and then the video, he had the spool up the top here. So to release that, there's just these little spring levers on the side here that they drop into. So I'll try and put it in quickly, but I'm not exactly super quick. Where are we? So this is such good viewing for everyone. Me trying to get this in. Anyway, got it in. So, have I? I haven't got, oh, there we go. It's clicked in now. So then I saw that the spool was actually meant to be at the top. I was like, oh, they must have just put it down the bottom. And then realized you put the film in, and then this is the spool from the old film. I'm an idiot. I didn't know this. I've never used it before. Why would I know this? I never really took any, I was interested in shooting them, but you don't really see people unload film. You just see them load film. So anyway, yeah, so you load the film at the bottom and then you pull it across the top. I'll maybe show that on another day. And then you just feed it into the top here and advance it. And then it's got its little counter on the side. And then once it gets to the line, there's a line here and here, which you won't be able to see, but that lines up with your film. And then you just close it up and away you go. And hope that it's all light tight and there's no light getting in. But even that's just fun. And it just feels good in the hand. Now, one thing I was not expecting to be so difficult is shooting through this to start with. Like getting everything framed level, because it's all reversed. Now, I've shot with the viewfinder off on my F3 before, and every time I've done it, I've been sitting down, so it's much easier. But when you're viewing through this and you're holding just in your hand, it's very confusing to get your head around, because when you tilt this way, it's like in the viewfinder, if I tilt it like, yeah, it's confusing. Like when you want to put a certain thing level or in the frame, I end up turning the wrong way because it's mirrored. So it's just a little bit of muscle memory to get used to. But again, super, super fun camera to use. I'm looking forward to seeing how the photos turn out on it. And I'm looking forward just to taking more photos with this. And the reason I got this was because I wanted to have something for landscapes. I wanted like a more landscape dedicated camera rather than just shooting on my F3. And again, wanted a medium format as well for just the better image quality. And I wanted something more that I could use for portraits too, that just had that, you know, I hate to say it, there is a difference in look between 35 and medium format. And I wanted to be able to offer that when I'm shooting for myself and when I'm shooting professionally as well. So this is going to be paired with my F3, and those two cameras are going to be my workhorses. So hopefully everything is all good with this. There's no issues. I'll touch base when I get that film developed. I just haven't had a chance to go down and drop it off yet. But yeah, so far I am beyond stoked with this camera, and using the two simultaneously. I need to get a strap and like a little case for it so I'm not free handling it the whole time. But yeah, just super, super stoked with this camera, and looking forward to getting really familiar with having both the F3 and this as my two cameras that I use for shoots. And looking forward to the work I put out with these two as well, which I will share with you in time. But for now, this is my first impressions, and it's my first review. It might be my last. I don't really want to do reviews on cameras, but I was really excited by this, so I thought I'm going to share my thoughts on it. And I'll touch base again in time on what I think about it after however long, if I feel necessary. Otherwise, I won't. Anyway, thanks for today. And if you want to know more, tell me, and I'll tell you more. But if you don't, or if you want to tell me more, tell me, and I can learn. So we'll learn together. That's the beauty of this. Someone will eventually learn. It might not be me, it might not be you, but it might be someone. Anyway, thanks.